What's going on? What's going on? This is the host with the most, Mr. Bro Rogan. We're live at the Why Not Podcast. Man, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at _Why Not Pod. And if you're interested in being a guest on the show, go ahead and DM us at _Why Not Pod. Now, this is a special day for me, man. Like, I don't often get to interview people from the past. And like, I'm interviewing like one of my guys. Like, man, we go back to like, man, before we was teenagers, and like we are middle-aged men now, and like it's crazy that like we you know we still in contact, we still fuck with one another, and sure. I'm here with my boy Ray One. Let's go.
Clap it up, clap it up.
What's up with you?
I gotta clap it up for myself too. You know what I'm
please.
saying?
I want you to, man,
Yeah.
because like, man. One thing about you, man, you always been the same cool dude since like, man, I met you. You probably a year or two younger than me, and you was a young dude when I met you. You always been like this cool, reserved dude. That's why like we gonna always fuck with each other, man. I appreciate you stopping through, man, to the podcast, to the studio, man, and we gonna talk about the past. We are gonna talk about the future, and we are gonna talk about the now.
Got you.
With the now, I want to get right into that first because. One of the reasons why I wanted you to come on, not just because you my boy from back in the day, but like I like to bring people on here that got something going on and something for them to promote. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because without my guests, my show ain't shit. So like, and I know you guys see the hats on the table. We got the Grind Until You Die guy. This is the creator of it, and we got the likes of we got Mustard in the hats. We got Jada in the hats. I done seen T-Rail back on Fig. I done seen Desto Dub and so many more. If you want to name a few and get your shit, talk your shit.
Shit, most recently we got Nelly.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Who else? Shit, I'll probably have to go through.
Exactly.
You know
and I didn't want to do that. It would have took so long.
Yeah, it's a gang of motherfuckers.
I had my phone open and I had my notepad pad and I was like, I can't even write all these names because like every fucking picture is somebody and they rocking with you and even with the people not on your page, I be randomly watching shit or sliding in the street and I see your shit and I smile every time. I be like, that's my guy. So let's talk about that. When you started, how'd you come up with the name and what you got going with it?
Shit. So I mean, if we talking about now, we'll probably have to rewind all the way back to 2013. You know what I'm saying? When I officially got started and started the brand. And you know, I was just inspired being on Tumblr. You know what I mean? Tumblr days.
Yeah.
Ian Connor, you know what I'm saying? The Virgils, the Kanye West, Taz Arnold, Tisa, all them days and shit, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, just me being a natural creative, you know, I'm automatically inspired by other creatives, you know what I mean? So I was like, you know, shit, around 2009, I had got shot, you know what I'm saying? I was on 51st and Normandy, niggas out partying.
I never knew
you feel
that.
me? Yeah.
Damn.
2009, bro. I was out at a reggae party. You know, we believe in this shit.
Yeah. I bet it was a Jamaican.
Nah. Honestly, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Only reason why I said that because I know you used to be going out.
Jamaican.
Shout out to Boo.
Yeah.
That nigga used to be
Yeah. You know, I used to be with them niggas.
Yeah, I know,
you know
exactly. Yeah. So,
but yeah, I was out at a party. You know what I'm saying? I got shot. You feel me? And it was. From what I thought it was life threatening. You know what I'm saying? When I got to the hospital, you know, went through the whole surgery, woke up, nurses was like, you know, you protected by an angel, you feel me?
Damn.
And that shit really fucked my head up, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of just took my life a little bit more serious. You feel me? I was still reckless and running around and shit.
Still hanging out.
Still in the streets, you know what I mean? But I had went to Trade Tech.
Okay.
I went to Trade Tech like immediately after I got hit. You feel me? So I was going to school with staples in my stomach. You know what I'm saying? The whole nine. So, I went to school for graphic design. You feel me?
Got it.
And then as soon as I got out of school, I had worked for two brothers that knew my brother No Name. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out No Name, man.
Yeah.
Shout out No Name.
So they gave me a job. You feel me? And then they had shortly after closed the shop down. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, shit, what's my next move?
Got it.
Like I said, I was on Tumblr and, you know, just doing my homework, you know what I'm saying, being inspired.
Figuring it out.
Exactly. And then I came up with the brand Grind Until You Die. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not Grind Until You Die, Good Looking.
Good Looking, yeah.
So Good Looking is was my first, you know, my intro to the fashion world. And then, yeah, from there I was just, you know, kind of mimicking what other people was doing. You know.
Now, with Good Looking, is that still a brand that you still create?
That's still an LLC. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But I operate under Grind Until You Die.
Okay. Now, is that do you combine them as one, or is that just two separate entities?
It's two separate entities.
Okay.
It's two separate entities.
So, yeah, because when I was first introduced to you as a brand, it was the Good Looking.
It was Good
Looking.
Looking.
Then I started seeing the hats with the Grind Until You Die.
Yeah.
So I was like, I thought it was like a subsidiary of Good Looking, like our
right.
Okay, so it's two different entities.
Yeah, I mean, Good Looking, you know what I'm saying, it was like my baby, you feel me? It was just starting off and, you know, trying to figure out the streetwear game and, you know, figure out the whole fashion shit, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I was running that for a bit, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, for 10 years I was running that, and, you know, shit just wasn't moving the way I wanted it to move, you know what I'm saying? Or I expected it to move.
Exactly.
And, you know, shit it just got to a point where I was like, I need to make some type of change, you know what I'm saying? So, at the time, fast forward into the present time, you know what I mean? Everybody was just doing hats. Everybody was doing trucker hats. Everybody was doing like their version of a hat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I was paying attention to like La Ropa.
Yeah, that's the guy.
They had a wave, you know what I mean?
I got a story about him once you're done. I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
Remind me.
Yeah, Jumbo, right?
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but
Jimbo. His name is Jimbo.
I'll tell you once you're done.
Okay.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, so Gallery had their version of a hat. And then, you know, even, you know, back then, you feel me, Taz on Tisa with the Tisa hats. Ed Hardy had a hat. Von Dutch.
They was going nuts with the hat.
Exactly.
And they still are.
They still are, you feel me? But I'm just saying, like, in recent times, you feel me? Like, the niggas that's popping right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what really, like, you know, convinced me to make that switch over. You know what I'm saying? So.
And plus, Taz Arnold was a low head.
For sure.
And if anybody know about us, when no niggas in LA, I still listen to our Polo song we recorded. Like, come on now, me, Jay Pop, and we clown. Rest in peace, Rasta.
R.I.P. Rasta, my nigga Rasta.
I still listen to that shit, and I was like, I remember when we was recording that shit. I'm not even on the song, but I was in the room when you, Rasta, Ben, in that case, recorded it, and I was like, damn, because like, this was in the 2000s, early 2000s.
Early 2000s.
Yeah, because it was right before Rasta passed. And we had already been heavy in the streets with the Polo. Like you, I'm sure you watched the documentary that we shot.
For sure.
And like, that's how I got introduced to Tisa. Yeah. One, because he was in our neighborhood, actually.
Yeah, he stay in the neighborhood. He's still, like, in the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? He's still in the neighborhood.
So what's the nigga with the dreads? The singing nigga.
Who you talking about?
The nigga, come on, man. Why am I fucked up? The nigga, Ty Dolla $ign.
Ty Dolla $ign.
He was also over there, too.
I be running the Ty Dolla $ign at the mosque all the time. He a very laid-back, cool dude.
Okay. Which mosque?
Over on Vermont and Exposition. Right there by USC.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Oh, I didn't even know. Okay. So, Tisa, you said Tisa and,
you know, like gallery department got their hats, you know what I'm saying? La Ropa.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just
so you just from there said, man, I'm about to start making hats.
Yeah.
Wear hats. Yeah. Niggas always wear hats. This is a city of hats anyway.
City of hats.
And you gotta make your own kind of hats because like hats mean something here. Like we can't wear baseball hats.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know that was another part to it because you know what I'm saying. Like I'm not no gang member, but I grew up in South Central. Right, you feel me? But I always wore an LA hat because I'm from LaSalle Ave. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
so there you go.
Los Angeles.
Exactly. And it's LA. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, shit. I'm not about to be running around here wearing this type of hat, worrying about what this nigga think about this type of hat, and you know all that shit.
Right.
And plus, I'm a brand owner, so I'm gonna make my own version of my own shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. The pandemic had hit. You know what I'm saying? And I had bought this. I bought this hat press machine, and I knew I wanted to make hats. I just didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. You know what I mean?
Got it.
And so when the pandemic hit, at that time I was going to the swap meet to go get all my samples made. Used to run Desto Dub, all that. You feel me? This when he was putting shit on Thug and all that.
Right. Yeah, he came up by doing that.
Yeah.
That was a plug.
So he was putting all the shit on Thug. You know, I was running in Desto Dub. But anyway, the swap meet had shut down. And then I was looking at this machine in my house. You feel me? And then, you know, just based off of all the inspiration, you know, the current inspiration, I was like, shit, let me just take a shot. You know what I mean? So I broke the brand down, which is good looking, into just the GUUD.
Right, I remember that.
And I always had the acronym grind until you die. I just didn't know what the design was going to look like. You feel me?
Right.
And that shit just hit me one day.
What, you know what's crazy? I swear, not until this second, when you said that, I never even realized that the good and good looking was grind until you die.
Yup, GUUD.
God damn it, I'm really an idiot for that. Like, that is hard. That's tight. Oh, so that's how it was birthed. Now it made sense to me. Come on now, go ahead. Great. So you already had that acronym and you like, fuck it, I'm gonna spell it out.
I'm gonna spell it out, you know what I'm saying?
My bad, go ahead.
All good.
Edit it.
And then, you know, one of my niggas, he always used to be like, bro, I'm gonna put this social commentary on the brand. You feel me?
Go ahead.
Social commentary on the brand or whatever. And, you know, that just the combination of all those things is what, you know, transitioned over into me making this hat, you know, grind until you die.
Right.
And so, like I said, when the pandemic hit, you feel me, I made the hats. My boy that I used to go out onto Melrose with, he had went to Vegas, you know what I'm saying? And he couldn't go out there with me, so I took a chance and just went out there on my own. And I took the hats out there with me, laid them all across the top of the car. And this lady came out of the store and she was just like, you can't do this right here.
What?
Yeah, she like, I'm gonna call the security, call the police. Yeah, so I moved across the street and there was a couple kids, they had tables set up, you feel me? And I told them, I was like, bro, y'all don't mind if I set up right here, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get these hats off. It was like, we not tripping, we sell other people's brands. So I gave them niggas 10 hats and they sold the 10 hats like in one day, bro.
Now that's another thing, like honestly, because now when you drive down Melrose, there's a fucking table every end.
Every corner.
You was one of the first niggas out there. Like,
yeah, I was one of the first few niggas that was out there.
Not actual first, but I'm saying you part of that first group because like you used to drive down Melrose as storefronts, but you'll see maybe 1 or 2, 3 tables of dudes, and you was one of them dudes because you know I'm frequent on Melrose. So
right. Fairfax, Melrose.
So like I used to always stop, holler, and honk, but then all of a sudden I start seeing hundreds of, and I was like, every time I was like, man, they out here trying to be like my bro, you know, they go always be like, nigga, the homie started it first, nigga. Fuck y'all niggas doing it out here, and that's how I felt. So the guys, you gave them 10 hats, and they sold those hats immediately.
They sold them 10 hats, and when they did that shit, it took off.
Right.
Nigga, I went back to the house and cooked up probably like 500 hats, bro.
Got it. Now, were you like, you was going and getting the blank hats and putting your mix on it? Like, how did you choose, like, because I know, like, I get my blanks from down here and like, nigga, there's so many different ones. Did you go and say, nigga, give me one of everything? Or are you like certain, or was like, the fatigue hats go, the blues, the reds, the oranges, that's it? Or how you do it? Like, give me one of each.
So,
the 500.
I mean, you know, when you in the fashion district, of course, you're gonna run into everything that you're looking for. 100%. So, you know, I was down here with my cousin. One day, and we just happened to stumble across this one shop that had every color hat.
100.
And bro, that shit was like a gold mine. Right. You know what I'm saying?
I think I know which store. We're not gonna say his name. But I know that store.
Yeah.
We get hats made too. Like, that nigga got everything, don't he?
So then, you know, traveling a little further, we ran into the spot that had all the print. You know what I'm saying? Every color of the print. And so I just married the both of them motherfuckers. And,
shout out to you for that. I gotta give my boy a clap for that, man, because it's not hard out here. I mean, it's hard out here being your own boss and being your own creative, because like people see brands and like especially the youngsters, they think these brands just pop out of nowhere and blow up. They don't see the grind that goes into just the little minute shit, like just simple belts or simple t-shirts. Like,
for sure.
That shit is a whole work, because I actually get to see that not only with my bros, but like my sister-in-law, she is she's into fashion and she designs for like big companies like Target, Forever 21.
Okay. More on the corporate side.
She's 100% corporate. So I get to go. I've been to the studios and the warehouses where they work, and I just see the process of that shit, and I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like, she walked me through. I get to see when they sold the shit, where they.
It's all in-house.
All in-house.
That's
and I'm
fire.
like, damn. If some of it is in-house, not all of it.
Right.
Some of the original brands are, but like the Disney shit that they do is they just print. You know, they come up with the design. Well, she comes up with the design, and they put the prints on it. But like, I get to see it, and like, then you walk into these stores, and you see like people just throwing them over their shoulders or throwing them on the ground, and I always think like, if I only knew the process that people went through to put this shit out, like we take advantage of that shit, we ignore that shit, but like I already know.
Yeah, I mean, when you got big dollars, you know what I'm saying? When it's big dollars behind the operation, you know, you could kind of, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah. It's
like shit on the floor, nigga ain't tripping up all that, you know what I'm saying?
But when you
doing it on your own,
oh my God.
Like every piece, every scrap, everything counts, bro.
Oh my
you know
God,
what I'm saying?
it really
Everything
does.
counts.
It really does, man, and I commend you for that, man, because like it not only does it take vision, but it takes patience. Because
it take a lot of patience. I'm an impatient motherfucker.
Oh no, boy, me too. Man. I was just sitting at a tattoo artist shop today, and I made that nigga stop just because I was like, one, like nigga, you take it too long. Two, like nigga, I got other shit to do. Like I just was always the guy that like. I can't do one thing. Right. Same way, like nigga, they can't just sit down. So for you to dedicate to a brand,
I got to multitask, man. Like all throughout the day, I got to multitask. It's like if I'm working on designs, working on beats, working on hats, and, you know, answering calls, fucking with text messages, emails, the whole nine. You feel me?
And I'm glad you said beats because that's a good segue to what I want to ask. Because I mentioned earlier you, Rasta, Bent making the Polo song. For people that don't know that you've been doing music for years and
since 03
and making beats and like let's talk about that. When did you first get into rap? Because I remember we used to listen to Rasta rap, like
for sure.
And this is before you say 03. I'm talking about before 03.
I mean,
like,
even before. Well, I'm talking about the beats. You know, what I'm saying? I was fucking with the beats in 03. As far as hip hop and music,
you've been doing music.
I've been doing that shit since I was like 8. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like my step pops is a keyboardist for Ziggy Marley. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up in a household, you know what I'm saying, where I had just artists coming to my house every day, reggae artists, you know, mostly reggae artists, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he was a keyboardist for like... Exactly. Exactly.
Right.
You know
I know that shit. You know, we go way back. I remember all that shit, man.
This nigga funny.
I've been to so many shows together. I remember when niggas was opening up for TOK, all
that shit.
Yeah, like honestly, I'd have been to a bunch of those, man. But like, so you got the love at 8, watching your step.
My step pops, yeah. I recorded my first song when I was 8. You know what I mean?
Now, was it American or was it? It was hip hop.
It was hip hop. Yeah. He had the keys. He had the keys to Capitol Records. Jeez. Feel me? Like their studios.
The old one on Sunset.
The old one on Vine. On Vine. Yeah.
Oh, no, that wasn't Capitol. I'm tripping. Yeah, you on Vine. Yeah. I got that mixed up.
Vine in Hollywood.
Yeah, right there across. That's a monument in LA. Even though it's not there anymore, they left the building up, didn't they? Or did they turn that shit to like apartments or some bullshit? But I remember we used to be able to just walk in the Capitol.
Exactly.
You can't get past the security, but you can walk in the building.
Exactly.
I remember meeting Jelly Roll in that motherfucker years ago. Like I walked in that motherfucker trying to shop a demo. And
shout out Jelly Roll. That's my nigga.
Jelly Roll. And like he was in there and he like you niggas, we came in there aggressive. You niggas can't. He like you niggas can't be coming up in this shit like this. Cause we like nigga y'all. But anyway, so you had the keys to he had the keys to Capitol.
Yeah, he had the keys to Capitol. So he took us up there. He knew I was interested in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So he took me and his nephew up there, and we recorded. You know, we didn't know what the fuck we was talking about. We was just wanting to rap, inspired. You feel me? And we went up in there, did a song, and then like fast forward. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom had chronic asthma. You feel me? Right. So I had to go live with my auntie in Hawthorne, and that's where I met No Name at. You know what I'm saying? So I went to Lusinger, and I was kicking it with some niggas up there. You know what I'm saying? They was like, oh yeah, like we know this nigga look just like you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all from the same crew. You know what I'm saying? Like on some shit like that. You feel me? And so
They said these niggas is coolies.
And you know that nigga black and Filipino. You feel me?
Is he?
Yeah, he black and Filipino.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
I thought he was from Sand Hill or some fucking way. That nigga is Filipino.
That nigga black and Filipino, bro.
God damn, I'm learning a lot today.
Yeah.
Like niggas who I've been knowing half my life. I'm like, so wait, so damn, I swear to God, I thought that nigga was a Belizean.
Nah, he black and Filipino. His dad Filipino, his mom's black.
Now it started to make sense. So you made him at losing because niggas are like, and that's when you had to crop. You still had.
That's when I had crop. You feel me?
Yeah.
So niggas is like, you know, no name, like, you know, soccer, such and such. And I was like, nah, I ain't never met this nigga before. But he from South Bay NTS. I'm from LA NTS. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so when you met him, he was already notorious.
He was already notorious. He years older than me. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Damn. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Now it's all coming together. Now it's really painting a picture.
Yeah.
So because I remember I went to one of y'all meetings and like I had already knew you niggas from the South Central one, but like when I went to the meeting,
you was running to a bunch of different niggas.
I'm like,
yeah.
Like, I think this was after Spur Pass.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, this was after Spur Pass, and me and Jay and the homies, we went to one of y'all meetings at a park, and like I'm like, nigga, I thought I knew all you niggas. I don't know none of these niggas. Who is these niggas? And they was like, oh, these the guys in South Bay.
Yeah.
Oh, so No Name was from that. Oh, and you didn't.
Yeah, he from that section. I didn't even know him. You know what I'm saying? Some taggers up at Luzinger, they was just like, yeah, you know soccer, and I was like, nah, we gonna introduce you to him. Nigga, we happened to be driving down the street, and this nigga was walking down the street. And pulled over. It's like, yeah, you know him. He know. Nah, we don't know each other.
Immediately started.
That nigga was like, you do music? Pull up to the house.
Come on now.
And it started just like that, bro.
Wow. See how that shit
started
come
just
together,
like that.
man? That's how shit come together. I remember I met Rasta when I was on my way to Emerson.
Yeah.
And I'm on a Venice bus. I already knew Spur because I lived right around the corner from it.
Right.
And it was crazy because even though we lived in that area, you already know everybody on the street where on Westmoreland was a certain side. And like we used to always trip off Spur because he used to be with Rasta, but we didn't know Rasta at the time. We talking about years ago. And Rasta used to wear this like bright ass hat. Like one of the teams, but like we like, is he one of them? Or like we used to question Vic, like what is that?
Right.
But then one day I'm on the bus, and I knew, and Vic was telling, and it wasn't even me questioning that shit because I was a young nigga, I didn't give a fuck about that shit, no street shit. But it was the niggas over there, and they're like, man, that's the homie Rasta. And I never forgot that name because, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the original ass name. And the only Rastas we knew was the niggas in the 30s selling dirt weed and shit. So we used to call the niggas at the house selling the chocolate tie Rasta.
Right.
Every nigga with dreads was Rasta. No matter what.
Go pick up a nickel bag.
Yeah. You already know nickel bag day. So I'm on the back of the Venice bus and I see the nigga writing, and I'm always one of them niggas. If I see a nigga writing some shit, I'm gonna walk up. I want to see what he writing, just cause I don't know. Like I want to see what hood you write.
Nigga interested.
I'm interested. I'm nosy.
Yeah.
And he walked in, he said, oh, I was like, oh, you Rasta? He's like, yeah, I'm Rasta. I'm like, you Spur homie. And we just happened to get off the bus together, and like was my introduction to him, me watching him write, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and after that, it was
real LA legend, man.
Yeah, man.
Rest in peace.
After that, it was like, it wasn't just a friendship. It was like we was all related because you already know how it was at Vic house, at Spur house. Like, nigga, his house was where we all hung out. Like, because my grandma wasn't having it on my porch because we got shot at too much over there. So Spur mama used to let us I'm talking about just
hang out.
We used to be in that motherfucker 35 deep. She don't give a fuck because one, you ain't got to walk through her house. You can walk right through the driveway. Go to the backyard, go up the steps, and be in that nigga room. And I just, man, them was the days, bro. And like, them niggas was all doing music, and I was like, and them niggas put me up on Polo. I ain't gonna even lie. Like, them niggas was, you know, like 4 or 5 years older than me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that nigga Rasta put me up on Polo. You know what I'm saying? Him and the homie Anchor. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I used to run with. I just seen the nigga. Well, I ain't see him in the A, but he stay in the A now. You know?
I know he was fucking with Wu-Tang heavy at one point. Is he still fucking with them? Like, I remember, like, nigga, he was part of the Wu-Tang street team.
that nigga used to go pick up Raekwon and Method Man from the airport.
How crazy
you
was
know
that?
what I'm saying? Like that shit just blew my mind because it was like
that used to blow my mind.
You know, I was a Wu-Tang fan. Like I'm talking about like whole East Coast, like Nas, Biggie, the whole nine. You feel me? So when I found out one of the homies from the Serve, you know what I'm saying, was like fucking with Wu-Tang, I wanted to be down. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's crazy you said that because like during that time, niggas in LA was not fucking with East Coast rap like that.
Hell no.
We was the only niggas in the whole city. Like I remember when niggas used to be clowning me at school. Like man, they used to be like, nigga, you listen to that Mob Sleep. Like you think you?
I used to listen to all that shit. Mob Deep, CNN,
all that shit. Like still do to this day.
Still do.
Never not listen to it. Like I didn't give a fuck. But I do remember seeing Anchor at Venice Beach with Raekwon. And nigga, you know, Wu-Tang was dropping tapes and CDs every month. And it was the best shit. And like, for me, like to me, still to this day, Only Built for Cuban Links is the greatest hip hop album ever. To this day.
Yeah.
To me.
It's one of them. It's one of them. It's up there.
It's up there. But during that time when he came out, I had never heard production so well. Never heard verses so well. Never heard just everything was just and then the tape was purple. You never seen that.
Yeah, that was like the most streetest, gutterest shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but to see Anchor at the beach with him, bro, I was like, but so go ahead, back to you. So you and No Name, he said want to make music, and that's when you just first started to say fuck it.
Yeah, so this nigga No Name had he had his own apartment. That nigga probably was about 25 years old. You know what I'm saying? I was like 17. You know what I'm saying? 17, 18, 11th grade.
Right.
And nigga, I was just like fuck school. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I'm making music, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So that nigga, you know, they hood was it was a bunch of 11A gangsters. You know what I'm saying? They used to come to the house. So the house was like how you said it was like Spurs shit was cracking.
Oh my god.
It used to be like 15, 20 niggas in the house all making music. You know what I'm saying? So nigga, we was just busting it down every day. You know what I'm saying? Up in that motherfucker making music, bro.
So when did you decide to start making beats? Because when you first start making music, you started as a rapper. At that time, were you rapping or did you just automatically like, nigga, I'm rapping and making beats and mixing?
No, it was just rapped in, you know what I'm saying? But like fast forward, like during the course of, you know what I'm saying, me being in Hawthorne and making music, one of my niggas that was like the main house producer, he had just got out the pen and this nigga was just busting the shit down. He just made it look easy, you feel me? He had that MPC nigga was just like 2 o'clock in the morning, we all be knocked out. Nigga might wake up out of sleep, go take a leak. You know what I'm saying? This nigga just be up, like
niggas
fucking with that
used to make it
MP.
look good. Cappuccino.
Yeah, Cap.
What was my nigga Super Dave?
Cap used to be on the ASR 10, like.
Yeah, he did. I remember when he was hanging out with Alchemist before Alchemist was Alchemist.
See?
But like, so
I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah. Cap brought him around. Me and Rasa Spur, and Spur died in '95.
Right.
So like, nigga, I was a boy.
Right.
So it was they were too. So
niggas was all young.
Niggas was all young. But I remember Cap at the time was rapping, and he used to go to Beverly Hills a lot, and like
he stayed in Beverly Hills.
He said I got a white boy nigga that's making beats better than any nigga I know, and I'm like, what? And that he introduces
talking about Alchemist,
and it was Alchemist, and Alchemist would never remember this story because this is the mid '90s,
right?
But like I met him in the mid '90s, and I just couldn't believe but hearing the white dude make beats like that, he was making the shit that we like, that grind.
Yeah.
Shit, like,
and see, that's what I'm saying. That's how inspirational it was, because if you wasn't like on the gangbang shit, you know what I'm saying, you wasn't interested in that, then it was like, you know, you on your,
you in the clothes or
you in the fashion, you in the graffiti, you in the hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
And we was hip hop out there.
And we was hip hopped out.
We was hip hop out. So back to you. So then you and No Name, you guys had a group together, if I'm not
we started a group called Gold Fronts. You know what I'm saying?
Which you still a part of, Gold Fronts.
Which we still a part of.
Come on, man.
We actually just got back from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? No Name in a group with Kool Keith. You know what I'm saying? Legendary Kool Keith from the Ultramagnetic MCs. Yeah, they in a group together called the Undertakers.
What the
So we just got back from Atlanta recording with Kool Keith in Atlanta.
Man, for you kids that don't know about Kool Keith, please look him up. Because he goes by so many different fucking names.
Black Elvis, Dr. Octagon.
Dr. Octagon, like He had the one album he did with that Asian guy called Dr. Love something, but like, please look up Kool Keith, because Kool Keith is what all these guys want to be right now.
Yeah.
He was eclectic and like he was so different than everybody else.
Yeah.
But like, the Ultramagnetic MCs, boy, oh my God, the history of that shit.
Yeah.
So he's in the band with that. And you actually did a song with Kool Keith?
We working on the project with Kool Keith right now.
And what's that project called?
It's no name to it.
Okay, now
it might be dropped under Kool Keith record label.
Got it.
You know
now, what's the name of any of the Gold Fronts albums? Just in case, are they on any of the streaming sites?
Nah. So the thing with that is, you know what I'm saying, we kind of all like separated. You feel me? At a certain point, you know what I'm saying, and then in the midst of that whole situation, we lost all the music. You feel me? Lost all the music.
God
damn.
damn.
A lot of it.
And then we're talking about what niggas used to have to carry DATs and
DATs.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? A lot of shit on CDs, reels.
If you ain't logging, like taking that shit everywhere you go, you lose it.
It's all analog shit, man. It's, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like DATs was like the only somewhat digital. It was digital, right? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we lost all them tapes. We lost all the music. You feel me? It was just all bad.
Well, but it's never over because music never dies. You just, if you lose the old shit, go ahead and make a new one.
Nah, we making some shit right now. We making some heat, bro.
Shout out to the guys, man. Shout out to No Name and them. Now let's get back to, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tap in, and if you're interested in being a guest on the Why Not podcast, DM us. So again, let's back now. I'm
grinding till you die.
I'm everywhere with it, but
it's all good.
I wanted us to sit and like have a casual conversation, but like I don't want to make this fucking interview just a reminiscence.
Hell no.
These niggas they don't give a fuck about what we used to do. And like I told you when you came in,
it's history though. You know what I'm saying? Because the right motherfuckers watching, they gonna know. They gonna
hear these names and really know what we talking about. But like I told you when you came in here, like I want to hear more about your brands, and I want you to promote
most
your
definitely.
shit. So we get back into grinding till you die. So after the hats, did you start making shirts? Did you start making pants? Like what made you go from hats to the whole full design?
I mean, it never really went into a full design. You know what I'm saying? My foundation is the hats, and you know, I always like to look at myself as a man of many hats. You know what I'm saying? Just like
that's a good one.
You know, doing the graffiti and doing the art and doing the music and the production. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it in that aspect. But you know, I just like to I like to do what's easy for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to when shit get too complicated. I just shut all the way down.
Not only that, if shit gets too complicated, it's easy to lose interest.
Exactly.
It's like, man, I don't do this shit. I remember I did kickboxing for like a month. Every day I left that motherfucker, I wanted to quit.
Nigga said, "Fuck this punching bag."
The shit was just too. I was like, it's too complicated. Like at the end of the day, we humans. We want shit to be easy. I know it takes a grind to get shit, but like
everything is a grind, bro.
Yeah, but you have the control to make shit easier.
I remember I did Krav Maga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did that shit.
That's Israeli shit.
I did that shit for like a week. I was like, nah.
No, it's not me.
I kicked the bag, nigga, and that shit fucked my foot up. I was like, I need my money back.
Hey, don't ever, and like, I don't want to tell anyone what not to do. I like I like martial arts. I love, but I took
everything ain't for everybody.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying? You got to find what's for you, and then, you know what I'm saying?
I like to watch MMA, but I did a class. Not too long ago, we recorded it, and I would never drop this footage.
So
I've never felt so taken advantage of in my life. Nigga, I had one of these dudes doing jiu-jitsu, and I went to one of his classes, and like I thought we was gonna record it, and it was just a man just doing whatever he wanted with me. Pause. And I was just like, we not.
I mean, when you step in the ring, that's what it is.
And these are professionals teaching amateurs on how, and like this was my first class, so it's just like it was a lot of
tossing your ass around.
I'm like, nah, we're not doing.
Yeah, that shit disrespects your manhood.
Especially when you walk away and you smell that nigga on you still. Like, nigga, I left that motherfucker. I'm like, is this nigga nigga still on me? Like,
nigga left an armpit film across your face
on
and
my
shit.
neck. I'm like,
but
this grinding till you die, man. I love every time I see it, bro, because like I gave names of guys who I seen wearing it, and like every time, man, I just feel like that's my nigga, man, because like you everywhere, bro. Like, you know, you already know your shit.
No, for sure.
And then like see your shit growing and I see people really fucking with it. I don't see people just buying a hat, throwing it in the back of their truck. I see niggas actually wearing it and on their shows with it and performing with it. I'm like, every time I'm just like, that's my guy. So,
hell yeah.
Is there anything in the future that you plan on doing with the brand, or are you gonna strictly do the hats? Because like it's a whole new hustle I'm starting to see. Like niggas is making shoes. They own tennis shoes now. And I'm like, God damn, nigga.
I mean, I got plans to do other things in the future. Right now, I'm just like securing a foundation. You know what I mean, and putting it into position where it needs to be, you know what I'm saying? Getting it on the right people, you know what I'm saying? And just, you know, making sure I put out the best product, you know what I'm saying, for the brand, you feel me?
Yeah, because it's quality over quantity at the end of the day.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I did a lot of quantity, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm reducing it to the quality, you know, I mean, well, not reducing it to the quality, but just like kind of, how should I say it? More like curating it, you know what I'm saying, to a certain crowd, you feel me?
Right, yeah.
And not just like everybody wearing it, you know what I'm saying?
Because not for everyone.
Everything's not for everyone, you know what I'm saying? But like the way I see it is like at the end of the day, everybody got to grind, you know what I'm saying? And not to be cliche, but it's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? It's either, that nigga No Name used to say, go hard or go homeless, you feel me? And that shit always stuck with me. It's like, nigga, if you don't go hard, bro, you going to be out here on Skid Row or something. You know
and when I look at your hats, like, it's quality. It's quality, like, I can't stop looking at the one right here.
Yeah.
Now, for the people that's watching, where can they find and get these hats? Like, they're all for sale. You want to tell them where they can find?
Yeah, they all for sale. I got them online. You know what I'm saying? You can shoot me a DM. You know what I'm saying?
If you give them your Instagram again, just in case someone watching like want to shoot that DM. What's your Instagram again?
At grindedtillyouDie. GRINDUNTILUDIE.
Come on now, man. Yep. That is tight, man.
Link in the bio.
Link in the bio. And like, before we go, I want to get into the music one last time before we go. Any music, like, I know you talked about working with Kool Keith, working with No Name. What about Ray? What about the solo shit?
The solo shit, I'm working on solo shit here and there, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it gets busy, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like trying to focus on one thing that's, you know, pretty major. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's like giving all your attention to that, and then trying to jump over, you know, just trying to be on some Kanye West shit. You know what I'm saying? And doing the fashion and doing the music, and you know, it looks easy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure niggas got teams behind them. Like, I'm really running this shit dolo.
Nigga, I've been working on an EP for the last 6 years. EP. So nigga, I'm talking about a 5 or 6 song EP. It has been in the making. So it's not easy because, like, nigga, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that, and it's like I can't focus on one thing. And I always tell my guys, I don't do half-ass. So like, if I'm working on music, I gotta put my whole time into it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
The fashion. So, man, is there anything you want to give it up to or promote before we get out of here? Right? I don't like to hold people too long, and I know, like, you know, you busy and stuff, man.
Like right now, shit, I'm working on getting hats into stores on Sunset. You know what I'm saying? So like the Ace Lorenzos, the Fred Siegels. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I might have that plug too. I could talk to you about I got a plug on Sunset. They try to get at one of my guys, and he's out there selling shit right now.
Okay.
So I'll let you know that. But yeah, man, we looking forward to seeing you everywhere, man.
Most definitely.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like our motto is not local but global. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, man, this is my guy Ray, man, and this is the Why Not Podcast. I appreciate you coming through, my dude. Like, you know, anytime you got anything to promote or anything you want to come talk about, man, just know you always welcome.
Most definitely, man. I appreciate that.
One thing I would love for you to talk about before we get out of here, which I think is very, very important, is I hear you're working with some nonprofits.
Well, yeah, one nonprofit in particular is just one.
Okay, cool.
Love My Neighbor Foundation. They based on 7th and Crocker down on Skid Row.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Every Thursday we go out there 12 to 2 and feed the clothes to homeless. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
So, Yeah, what I do is like when people support the brand, you know what I'm saying, they buy hats and stuff like that, I donate a portion of the proceeds to, you know, the nonprofit. Wow. And, you know, they buy whatever's necessary at that particular time.
And then we can go down there because I'm all for that, man. Like,
yeah.
And then anything that I can do that helps. So you said Thursdays from 12 to 2.
Yeah.
Man, you're going to catch me down there.
7th and Crocker.
I'll be down there. So 7th and Crocker, guys, if you guys want to help the brand, man, meet them down there, help feed the homeless and clothe the homeless. That's something like I think a lot of people should be more into because it's nothing that breaks my heart more than driving down some of these streets.
Hell yeah, you right here by it.
I'm right here. And it's like, I think about like, the Elon Musk and these guys that have so much money that they won't be able to spend. It's like it won't take that much.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah,
that shit is crazy.
Like one man is worth $100 billion. Yeah. Like, how was that even the thing?
Right.
So like when I see that, I'm like, damn, if only they could do something. But like when I hear guys like you that don't have nowhere near as much as these Elon Musk guys helping out, man, that's just something that like.
Hell yeah, I think like 1% of their income, you know what I'm saying, could change the whole.
Bro, they have enough money
the whole thing to
where there shouldn't be homelessness in the
world.
But I commend you on that, Ray. That's dope. And as far as you're working with schools as well, or
yeah. So right now I'm planning. Well, I already shot a curriculum out to a principal at Audubon Middle School. You know what I'm saying? So we working on a 5-week curriculum where we teach kids art, design, printing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, have they given you the okay for that at Audubon?
Well, I shot the curriculum to this one cat that actually No Name introduced me to him. Is one of his boys he went to school with. He's actually an art teacher.
Oh.
So I shot the curriculum to him, and he got to shoot it to the principal, and I'm just waiting on the word back.
Right. Okay. It's crazy because my sister-in-law is an administrator. She used to teach at Gompers, and then she moved to Audubon, and then now she's responsible for traveling around to graduates and getting them to take teaching jobs here in LA. So she got a plug with a lot of these principals. I'll be sure to shoot that information to her.
Most definitely, man.
Because I think that's a great thing to do.
Hell yeah, man. It's, you know, a major part about grinding till you die is just giving back. You know what I'm saying? When I was like a youngster, my step pops, we had a liquor store right across the street from my house, right? And we used to always go to that liquor store, and there used to be this one bum that used to be out there. He always used to ask for money. You know what I'm saying? And my step pops would be like, I ain't gonna give you no money, but I'll buy you some food if you want some food. Right. And that kind of stuck with me, you know what I'm saying, all the way up until now. And I think that's how I eventually got into, you know, doing philanthropy work.
Well, that's dope. Man, I really, really, really wish there's something we can do. We're going to definitely get together.
Yeah. Off camera, you know what I'm saying? We're going to chop it up. 100%,
man. Well, thanks again for coming through, Ray, man. I appreciate you. And hopefully, you know, we'll see each other on a boat in Italy soon, man. My guy,
Most definitely. Grind until you die, man. It's for the creative hustlers, you know what I'm saying? Go grab you a cap, you know what I'm saying? Follow me on Instagram. Link in the bio, the whole 9, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, we're going to definitely tap in and buy some hats, man.
The endless pursuit of excellence.
Let's get it, for sure.